Hey guys, I'm Emma Ryan, integrative nutrition health coach and founder and owner of Plant. Today we're making sesame kelp noodles. If you've never had kelp noodles before, they are made from kelp, which is a sea vegetable. So I'm going to place my kelp noodles in this mixing bowl, and I'm just going to kind of separate them a little bit. Because they're raw, they're pretty firm. And how we soften these is by soaking them in water with some baking soda. So I'm going to kind of separate these out. I'm going to sprinkle some baking soda on them. Now I want these to soften pretty quickly because we're going to use them in this video, right? So I'm putting kind of a lot of baking soda on here. If you're going to let them sit for a couple of hours, you can just use about a teaspoon, and then you're just going to cover them with water. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna kind of mix them up in here, make sure that baking soda is spread out. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more. Again, I'm doing quite a bit because I'm doing a quick soak. So I want these to soften pretty quick. But if you're making these at home, you can do less and you can let them soften for a longer period of time. These are already starting to soften up for me. So while we make our sauce, I'm gonna set these to the side. So for our sauce, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of maple, 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, and this could be like a soy sauce or a tamari if you prefer, 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. You can also substitute that for a different vinegar. I have 2 garlic cloves. I have about 1 inch of fresh ginger root. I have half a teaspoon of red chili flakes. And then last but not least, I have 3 tablespoons of sunflower seed butter. You can substitute this for tahini. You could use cashew butter, almond butter, peanut butter, any of it will work. I think you guys know by now that I have a little bit of an obsession with sunflower seed butter. So that is what I'm using today. Now we are ready to blend. All right, so we have a really smooth, creamy sauce, if you guys can see that. Now that I have my sauce, I'm just gonna set this to the side and we'll check on our noodles. All right, so I am checking on my noodles and they are honestly perfectly soft. With how much baking soda I put in there, they softened really quick. So now I'm gonna go rinse these off really, really well, get all that baking soda off, and we'll be right back. So now I have these really soft, wonderful kelp noodles. You guys can see how much those softened compared to a few minutes ago. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of my sauce on these noodles. Just kind of mix it up. There we go. So you can start to kind of toss these around, make sure that sauce is well incorporated. You can put them in the fridge and just store them like this and take them to lunch, use them for dinner, whatever you want to do. I'm actually going to go ahead and add in some green onion and some diced red cabbage, kind of make a little bit of a salad out of this. Toss this together. And again, the vegetables are like, the options are limitless here. You could use carrots, zucchini, you can toss together any vegetable you want for this sesame noodle dish. And this, again, it's a really easy picnic lunch or take to work lunch. You don't have to reheat it. Just store it in the fridge. I like mine cold. You can heat them up if you want to, but this is meant to be eaten cold. So I will serve these on a plate for you and toss with some sesame seeds. So now we have our sesame noodle dish, and I'm gonna just sprinkle some white sesame seeds on top. And now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for lunch. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as I clearly do. Be sure to comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.